Yeah, what up, guys? And good afternoon, guys, and welcome back to the Football Fan Zone with your boy Themba Banks. And guys, like you all know, we're giving you guys the updates in transfer world. There've been some new developments in the world of transfers. We've seen the fact, the likes of Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz has been linked. Should I say he's been linked, or there's a rumor coming out to say Luis Diaz has agreed a deal with Manchester City. Or for me, and that is total bullshit because there's another article that have come outside to deny the claims. We are going to get into that. We're going to looking about the fact that Aaron Basaka is officially, like officially, you could say is officially a West Ham United player. The fee has been agreed. The player has signed. The player has done the medical, and now he has been announced. He's going to be wearing the number. He keeps his number 29 shirt. He has also been unveiled. He has been unveiled and been announced by West Ham City. And did I say West Ham City? West Ham United. Yeah, it's West Ham United. Yeah, West Ham United. Yeah, I'm right. So we're going to look into that as well. We're also going to be talking about Luis Diaz, like I said. We'll be looking like the fact that Everton have actually been linked to the Barcelona wonder kid, Victor Rocco. I'm sure they are trying to sell him out to get what's it called? Money for what's his name again? Nico Williams. That is what this actually explains. Then we are going to be talking about Manuel Gatti because Manuel Gatti have actually been he has not been included. He has not been included in the team for in the training squad for Luis Enrique. So what does that mean? Does that mean he's going to come to United, or because as I said, his agent Jojo Mendes is also in England trying to negotiate a deal between United and PSG. We're also going to be looking at what else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Matthias Delete. Matthias Delete wants what's his name? He wants his guy. He wants his guy at the club. But let us kick off the show with I want to kick off the show with Aaron Basaka because it was long overdue, and I'm happy the day has been done. So let's space. It leaves space for other people to come in. Now, this is coming from the Manchester United FC. It's a Twitter account though. So let me just add it here. And this is what it says here. Justin Luis Enrique has left Manuel Gatti out of the squad for PSG training matches. The midfielder could leave before the transfer deadline. And I'm not surprised because, like it says on the article, there's a report that says, what's his name? Jojo Mendes. Jojo Mendes is currently in England. Jojo Mendes is in England trying to sort out his his signing to United. So I don't know if that contract is going to be a loan move or if it's going to be what's it called? If it's going to be um I don't know if that's going to be a loan move or if it's going to be permanent. I guess we have to wait and see. And does it include Sancho going the other way around? Those are things we also will be looking into. But what I can say from here and now is that Sani Ratcliffe, they are doing a good job. They're doing a good job, no doubt. So we have to just wait and see how long that takes for it to get announced. But all know that Jorge Mendes gets things done. Whenever Jorge Mendes is in the picture, it gets deals done. So I don't think I'll be waiting for too many long stories because he's not a man for too many stories. He just comes in and gets a deal done like that. Is that easy? We saw what he did with Pedro Neto to Chelsea. It was quick, you know. Pedro Neto to Chelsea was quick. So those are the kind of things you want, and those are kind of agents you want to undo, undo your deals. Those are kind of agents you want to undo your deal. Now, moving on, we've seen that Aaron Basaka has been announced, not just done. And this is coming from One Football, and it says here, West Ham announced 15 million Aaron Basaka signing for 8 summer transfers. So it says here, the right back has agreed a return to the London 5 years later after he left Crystal Palace for United for 50 million. His move to West Ham has paved way for United to sign Nosia Mazoui and Matthias De Ligt from Bayern Munich for a combined fee of more than 50 million. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, 26, was entering the final year of his contract at Old Trafford for United, triggered 1 year extension to his deal. He will wear the number 29 shirt in East London on a 7 year contract. Crazy. Then he says it was a no-brainer for me to join. That is what he's saying right now. Aaron Basaka's statement. He's saying here, he said it was a no-brainer for me to join West Ham. I am excited and happy to be here. He told the club. It is an amazing feeling to be back in London, and I am excited for what's coming. I was born here, so I know that the ins and outs of London, which plays a big part in my life. So to be back playing in this city means a lot to me. I am happy to be here. I'm grateful for the warm welcome, and I'm excited to be playing for the club, and I will give my all. And based on what he said, he will give his all. We know he will definitely give his all. If there's something I know, I'm sure about Aaron Basaka, he will give his all. He's that good. One Basaka will give his all. So when he says, I will give my all, he's not mistaken. He's not lying. It's honest truth. Then he further went and said, I can't wait to get on the pitch, get to know the players, and push on from there. I see a team that is in it together, that will push each other to win, and a group that has got each other's back through thick and thin. So being part of that and having that insurance helps a lot when you are surrounded by good squad. Now this is him being unveiled with his number 29 shirt. Then it says a new Western boss, Julian Lopetegui, is rebuilding his backline, and the Hamas have targeted Wan-Bissaka as a long-term replacement for 31-year-old Vladimir Kofal. Then it says West Ham last week signed a centre back Todibo on loan with an option to sign for 34.2 million and splash out 40 million on Max Kiman from Wolves. Now, basically, what I can say here is this, man. Um, these guys are building a good team, no doubt. I won't lie to you guys. West Ham, they've got a good team. Like with the likes of what's his name coming in, the likes of Todibo coming in, Kilman, and Todibo was somebody we all know. Juventus wanted him. Juve wanted Todibo. Manchester United also wanted Todibo. So it does means he's a good player, no doubt. Killsman coming in, they splash out 40 million for him. So it tells you he's also a good player because you don't splash such amount of money on just crap. No way. With Manchester United go and sign up, sorry, with West Ham go and splash us 40 million for a player if they not really have done that research and believe is good enough and it will upgrade their team. So I think when you look at that West Ham team, they've got a good squad, like Aaron Basaka said. They do have a good squad. If we're going to be honest to each other, they do have a good squad. And that's honest truth. They do have a good squad. Looking at the team right now in my head, I won't lie to you. They've got a good squad. But yet again, let us see what they will end up doing at the end of at the beginning, or should I say the end of the season. But it's a good one for Aaron Basaka that he has officially left Manchester United. So he starts a new uh, journey with West Ham United. And moving on, guys. Okay, there's some tweets here. Let me just read through. Jonathan says Manchester should sell Rashford instead of Sancho. Okay, okay, Manchester United should sell Sancho, Rashford. Sorry, instead, Sancho will come good. These are people that still believe Sancho still has a place in the team, and they still believe Sancho still have a lot to offer. But would Ten Hag agree with you on that? That's what I don't know. But I still believe he's a good player, no doubt. Like he said, Evan says PSG wants every player, but they end up not playing any proper football. Oh, come on, man. Stop taking a banter at PSG, man. Stop taking a banter at PSG. We just saw Luis Enrique just went there. He's trying to build something, man. You're judging from this season. Fairly stays at Atletico Madrid. Ugarte stays at PSG. Everyone wins. What fans are you? Ugarte to Manchester United is the only deal happening. Chelsea deal with collapse as usual. Like I won't come to that Hannibal. Hannibal has handed in a transfer request at Manchester United. I want to come into that as well. Right decision. Okay, he says right decision for him to leave. He is nowhere close to being considered for game time. And that's honest truth, man. That's honest truth. He's nowhere near to be considered for game time. But let's move on, guys. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on, man. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. No time to waste. Now I want to go to. Let's go on because there's something this guy is saying. What's his name? Delete. I don't know, but let's just check it out. And it says here, Matthias Delete has called former Ajax teammate Frank de Jong to try and convince him of a summer switch to Manchester United. De Jong could be sold by Barcelona as they try to pull together money to trigger Nico Williams' release clause. This is come from Spain. Now that's an interesting one, guys. It's an interesting one. So basically, Matthias Delete have called what's his name? He has called Frank de Jong in an attempt to play an agent to convince him to join Manchester United. Now that's an interesting one, guys. That's an interesting one. But the honest truth is that we all know that De Jong is also being linked at the moment. He has been offered to United. He has been offered to United. So for me, I will not be surprised if it comes to light or end up happening. I won't be surprised for the right price, though. For the right price, and we all know these two guys played in the same team. You know, they played in the same team. So for me, I will not be surprised if he's able to come into the club. I will not be surprised because as it is right now, he's playing under a manager they are used to already. He's playing a manager they are used to already. So I won't be surprised if this end up happening, guys. But just let me know what you guys think on the comment section, guys. Let me know what you guys think on the comment section. Do you think there's a possibility? Best of luck, Spider. I hope we don't get up in your web. Well, who knows? Because if he gets up to his web, he would not look at you guys anymore as a team player. He won't. He will see you guys as an opponent. And whosoever is going to clear, is going to clear, who is going to clear. But moving on, guys, we have seen Aaron Ramsdale. He was linked to Ajax, and it is said he actually turned it down. Now I don't know what he was thinking, turning out a deal down. But let us get to it together. And it says that According to the Athletic, Arsenal have immediately turned down an offer from Ajax for Aaron Ramsdale. The 26 years old England shortstopper lost the number one spot at Arsenal last season, and he has been heavily linked with a move away from the Emirates Stadium. Several sides in England and abroad have expressed interest, with Ajax being the latest. However, the offer made by Ajax did not suit Arsenal. Gunners boss Mikel Arteta and David Raya, his first choice last time, and the Spaniard initial loan move was recently made permanent. All the signs are indicating that Aaron Ramsdale is surplus to requirement and a move away is expected this month. Ajax are showing concrete interest and um, optimistic that they can get a deal done. Now, what I would say is this, man. Sometimes I don't understand players. You know, you ask yourself, why are you looking? Why are you not looking to get out of the club? Because if there's one thing the team have done is that they've come to indicate or show to you that you are surplus to your requirement. They don't want you anymore. They've got no plans for you anymore. So why do you sit there and just why don't you just get a move? Take a move. Even though it's Ajax, get it done. Ajax plays Champions League football. The possibility of Ajax being in the Champions League every season is even higher than Arsenal. You win stuff at Ajax. So I don't understand. Why is Aaron Ramsey not taking that offer? Even though Arsenal look at it and see it as it's not fit for them to do a deal, I will definitely put pressure on them because as a goalkeeper, all you should want to do is play football. Or as a player, all you should do fight for you want to play football. It's just crazy how people are just so comfortable not wanting to play football. It just tells you where football is where football is at the moment. Because before, I'm sure the player will be knocking the door down, man. They want the move. They want that move. But moving on forward now, let us I want to react to what's his name? Zubimendi. Because it says here it's deja vu for Liverpool as our main target for number six position has messed up around, and this we have missed out on. Martin Zubimendi living and slow scratching his head on what next to do. Now, this article here, man. Yeah, this article here, man, is really, really crazy because yet again, is it just boils down to what I was saying just about Aaron Ramsdale. You know, I don't understand how a club like Liverpool will come for a player like Zubimendi and he fails to take the opportunity to move. You know, and it will not be the first player. Sometimes these are things that happen to a player. Clubs come for you, you feel you're in your prime, you don't make the move, and at the end of the day, you end up having a stinker season. Because one thing is this, man, Liverpool should also, I know Liverpool is part of them as well. But Liverpool, if you know you are serious, you want the player, because people it's making it. I'll put the blame on on Liverpool, and not on what this guy is saying here, because he's making trying to make it seem as if Zubimendi rejected the deal, of which is not. It's not. Real Sociedad gave them one option. The only option they gave was pay the release clause. But Liverpool were probably wanting to do the same thing United did with Lenny Euro, whereby they pay more, but they stretch the payment installation. And that is what I think and believe they wanted to do. But um, Real Sociedad was willing to do a deal. They were. They were willing to do a deal. So what I do not understand is, guys, what I don't understand is that they should have at least try and in for this player, because there's no way you expect a player to cough out 51 million pounds to go and pay his release clause, because that was um what was it called? They told him, if you want to leave, go and pay the release clause yourself, and he does not have that funds. Even though he has the funds, it does not mean he will do it anyway. And now Liverpool are they are left without a number one, a number six, and I don't think Anslot values this guy. Now it says here, say what Endo what Wataru Endo. So it says here Endo Wataru is more destructive, number six, and look unsuited to demand. That's why I said, and Slot does not rate him, and Slot does not think he can play his style of play, which is why they are out looking for a player. Because if Slot rates Watari, would have used him anyway. But yet again, I think this still boils down to the fact that Klopp is a good manager. Klopp knows how to make things out of players, and this is where Klopp masterclass comes into play as well. You know, but let's see how that ends up. Moving on, guys. I'm touching on Brightford. I want to touch on what's his name again? On the Brentford striker, man, Ivan Tony. I want to touch on Ivan Tony because there's an article is on the news, and it says here Brentford own firm on Ivan Tony high price tag. I don't know what that means. Okay, now this is what it says here. I don't know how true this article is because there were talks that they were ready to bring down the money to 40 million pounds, but I don't know what this is talking about. Now, this is coming from the Independent. It says here Brentford are still holding out for at least 60 million euros for Ivan Toney in this window, though interested clubs such as Chelsea, Man U may yet test their stand with the offers of loan with obligation to buy in the window. The 28-year-old contract up next year, and he has no willingness to sign a new deal with which puts him in a distinctive position due to the premium on forwards. It is for that reason Brentford have so far refused to give Tony up easily, and the price from January only dropped from 100 million pounds. The price needs to come down, man. It has to come down because one thing is this: you rather just get your 40 million right now, and it's a good deal, or you risk the opportunity of losing him for free next season, and that will not make any sense. How about you just do a deal now for a good amount of money than losing him for free next season? Then that would be a very stupid way of doing business. You know, to be a very stupid way of doing making business. I've seen people talking about what's his name. Let me just come into this guy called Vitor Rocco because he's the latest player being linked with a move to Everton Football Club. Do I think Everton can pull this one off? You wouldn't say never say never, never. So it has been reported here from Sky Sports in Denmark. It has been reported from Sky Sports in Denmark that Victor Rocco, yeah, it says here from Platibek, sorry. It says Everton continue to explore deal to sign Victor Rocco with the offer of 25 plus 3 millions on add-ons. Immediately suggested by Barcelona, they want 30 to 35 million. Understand that Everton are ongoing talks with Deco, the 19-year-old striker from Mbaka contract. Ah, come on, he has a big contract. I understand why they want such money. I will understand why they will turn that money. It's too small. He has a contract to 2031. So I understand why they will turn it down, man. It's crazy. But everything they are trying to do here is just trying to just get him out to be able to finance a deal for what's his name again? Um, they are trying to finance a deal for Nico Williams. But what I don't understand is why this is all service fault. This is all service fault, and I think this is one of the reasons why he was sacked because we saw this boy, we knew what he was about. He was playing was playing at you got man.
Big up, guys. What's good? What's good?
I'm good. I'm good. How you doing?
I'm chilling. I'm chilling. I was just listening to some of the stream, listening to some of your comments about some of the players, and yeah, this guy, bro. I wonder about him when he was signed to Barcelona, bro. I was wondering if it was too soon for him. I was wondering if Barca
Yeah.
placed too much expectation on the brother. I think it's a travesty that they're selling him to Saudi, bro. Like, I think that they forced him to go to Saudi to serve their own rights. I think that's a destruction of his career. He's a decent player. I to be honest, I know some fans in the comments might hold on. Sorry, there's a lot
It's
of heat
open.
in Germany right now, so fire trucks are everywhere these days. Sorry about that, guys.
Uh,
But I think
okay.
if for me, I'd be really honest. If he was still I would have taken him to Man United. I was shocked that we didn't try to make an offer for this guy because I think he could develop into a really good striker, in my honest opinion. I just think the s- he didn't get the time needed to develop at Barcelona.
But at least Everton are in for him now. Everton wants him. So, but they want and he has a lost contract to go, man. He's just 19 years old, man. He's a young lad. 19,
10 years, 5 years,
10 years
six
contract.
years.
But I just for me, I just think this is all about money for Barcelona. And I think what Barcelona are trying to do is that they want to use these guys money to fund a deal for Nico Williams. That's what I think. Now, have you seen that Matthias De Ligt have called Fran de Jong? They called Fran de Jong, trying to convince him to come to United.
Uh, I didn't see
Yeah,
that
have you
yet.
seen
Where they talk about
on one sport? Go to one football. Is there on one football?
he
They
called
called him to try
Frankie.
and convince him to join him.
ah,
Yeah,
Frankie.
you guys are moving in another dimension.
Bro, Frankie will come, bro. If bro, it's
Yeah.
enough man them there to tell him, hey, we here, broski. Let we dominate
Mhm.
England now. We did it in Holland. Let we do it to England. You know what I mean?
Yeah, let's go. Let's come do it in England. Let's come do it in England. So, Mark, do you think this Ugates deal will get to a year for a year will go between today and tomorrow because it was
I think
excluded?
it might be tomorrow, guys. You know what I mean? His agent is here in England, not only to do a deal for his other player of representation, João Felix, but he definitely gonna be, he was pushing for this deal for the longest while, and let me tell you something. When these agents move like this, is because they have promises or confirmations or at least a verbal agreement from the club
Mhm.
where the players at that this is something that is not a waste of their time. You know what I mean? For a guy like George Mendes, it's like Rafaela Pimenta. Why would she be spending so much time on a deal when they have so much people working under them to do these things? It's because of the importance, and it's because of
Yeah,
the
yeah,
fact
yeah,
that
yeah,
the deal
yeah,
has to be done. So they're doing it
yeah.
personally for themselves. And I think Ugarte could be a here we go tomorrow because I think what he will do is stop off in London and then work his way up to Manchester after he's done with João Felix.
Yeah,
Or if
that
he does
that,
the
that would be
opposite
nice.
way around and we got here, we go this evening. I mean, there's reports that it could be a possible loan with an option to buy or obligation. You know what I mean? So it could be either one of those things.
Just look at that, Mark. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That is Mazui and Matthias Delit
Yeah,
training with United today.
I mean,
Training,
men in the Tesla's kit, bro. Yeah, bro. Listen,
training.
You gotta remember, two clubs is when we do business, we do it we do it the right way. Manchester and Real, like I always will say that. You know what I mean? All these
Yeah,
Liverpool fans was out talking about Super Mandy, Super Mandy. What did I tell you, brother? I told you. I tell you, bro. I said to you on the stream, bro. I
yeah,
think they're making that deal to sound super easy when this guy really does not want to leave. He said it on national radio in Spain. Listen, some people might say things, but certain cultures, words in the culture, the word means more to them when they say those things. And in Spain, loyalty is a serious thing. You know what I
true.
mean? In Italy, loyalty is a serious thing. You know what I mean? In some other cultures, it might, they have different way they view it. You know what I mean? It's how to protect yourself in some instances first. But when you look at this situation, I was always looking at it from the perspective, yo, if a club to sign this guy, it had to be Real Madrid or Manchester United. I mean, Liverpool is a big name, they've won things, but they don't have that heritage. That
Yep,
heritage that
yeah.
says to any other player, any player, listen, hey, you are coming to a big club. You know what I mean? Like we don't have to tell them they come into a big club when Manchester United call. Everybody knows
Hmm.
Manchester United, bro. If you close your eyes and you think of a club in Spain, the first thing come up in your head is Real Madrid. If you close your eyes in
True.
Italy, you're probably going to say Juventus. If you close your eyes in France, well, of course, now it's PSG. Before it might have been
Yeah.
Marseille. But when
Marcel
you close
Monaco,
your
yeah.
eyes in England, you're saying Man United before anything else because it's the facts. And now we might not have been that giant in the last 10 years, but bro, it will come back. And football is not linear. I keep
That's how I
saying
know
it.
now.
It will come back.
Yeah. Yeah, I always say it. I say to people, I said, no, no matter what you want to say, man, let's forget whatever you want to talk about United. They still have that culture. They still have the heritage. There's what they call football heritage. So United, they've got it. They have that football heritage to convince any player. Ah, yes, all it will take extra money in terms of salary. But right now, they're not doing that anymore. If you're going to come to the club, you're going to come at the right price, at the right wages,
Bro.
moving
Man, them
in
had to
another
be moving
dimension.
scared because everybody talking about fear. People scared of Arsenal. No, Arsenal is a good team. They worked on it for a long, long time. 5 seasons is a good period of time to have a club and a core team together. It gives them that chemistry and that know it all about each other that they could go ahead and produce. Now United, we probably I would say we more in the stage of 18 months, maybe like in terms of the core, the team. And next season is where you'll see some evolution. Now, last season was bad, but you see, you have to look at it from two perspectives. You have to look at
Hmm.
it from the perspective that when a team learning a new system, it could be difficult. It might
Yeah,
not
true.
always suit the team, but it might be the
Yeah,
right
true.
system for the players to play, the collection of players. But it will take some time for each of them individually to adapt to their new roles and requirements. And I could easily say that this is what was happening last season, and he could fight
Hmm.
me on that. But if this season, the first 10 games, we have 9 wins and a draw, then bro, you know what I mean, that's enough to show the statement there. It's nothing else than the fact that the players learned the system through trial and error last season, and with the new additions and profiles, we have more options and we could do a better job collectively and holistically. You got to look at those things too, and not always when our coach go to a club, the club is immediately start winning, bro. We see it at Liverpool, we see it at Arsenal. They finished eight twice.
Yeah,
Man
yeah,
United
yeah,
finished
true.
eight once, and imagine Arsenal fans saying our coach is rubbish, bro. We finished eight with a FA Cup, bro. You all finished eight twice with nothing. As a matter
Yeah,
of fact, you all win nothing for the last 5 seasons. The half season that he came in is when you all won the FA Cup. There are no players left but what? Saka and who? Saka and
I think
Martinelli
Saka.
or something like that. Everybody else is brand new. They didn't win nothing, bro.
Yeah,
Not one player in Arsenal or the core starters right now, besides Saka and maybe Martinelli, won anything at Arsenal, bro. What they won? Second place twice. Before
twice. Yeah,
second place twice, they was sixth and they was eighth
six,
twice.
eight.
And they
And
want to
second
tell
is
me
not a
about
trophy,
my
man.
manager, bro, when they had 43 signings, and my manager only signed what 22 to date or 18. I think it's
That
18.
guy,
I think it's more like
that guy needs,
18
that
because
guy
I
needs to be
wouldn't
sacked as
consider
well,
a
man.
loan. In my opinion,
He
a
needs to be
loan
sacked as
you
well.
can't
He
consider
needs
a
to be
loan
sacked
as
as
a
well.
signing because a loan, in my opinion, a loan when the next season come around, that player, if you don't buy that player, he not available, so he don't really count going forward.
Hmm.
But when you have
Hmm.
permanent signings, Pep had 57, bro, 57 king. So what you telling me about coaching? When men tell me coaching, Pep, nobody will tell Pep about coaching when he had 57 signings, bro.
Straight.
You know what I
Of good
mean?
players,
Klopp
actually.
is the only man should be complaining because in the same 10 years, Klopp had what? Klopp had what, 37 or
And
43,
that I've been
which
saying,
is less than
like,
Arteta.
I would take Pep. I would take a Klopp over Pep anytime, any day in my team. I would take Klopp because with Pep, you just need to have half the money. If you don't have money, it will not succeed. I'm sorry. I'll say it anyway. Like, if he should come and take the United job. You see that first year of Tena coming in, he should come and take the job. He will flop. He will flop. He won't do well.
Who's
So
that?
that's the thing. Now look at what David Moyes is saying here. He says, "Inners are cooking indeed. If they can sell Deadwood and bring one or two midfielders, we
Don't
are
like that
in for
Deadwood
good."
statement, you know. I'm being honest. You see the term Deadwood, bro? Guys, I'm being honest, as a United fan, I feel we need to stay away from that term Deadwood. Because here why. I will say this why, right? It has some
Mhm.
players, they will be at a team and they will flop. They'll go to our next team, and that team system and the players around them will suit the way they want to play, and they will be successful. And I'll make three cases
True.
in point: Kevin De Bruyne, Mo Salah.
Mhm.
Mo Salah was a flop, buddy, at Chelsea as a flop, as floppity floppy as it go. And I'll make a reverse point. Look at Jack Grealish at Aston Villa was a prime target for every team in Europe. One of the top left wing backs coming in the
Yeah.
Premier League. Going to Man City, bro. He have less GA than Anthony in two more seasons. Yeah, he win
Mhm.
a cup. He was part of a treble winning team, but he only played what 11 games and he didn't score. He had two assists, bro. That makes sense. 105
Nobody will say
million
anything
pounds.
about it now. They won't say anything about it because they are winning the trophies. If it's
Exactly.
Anthony,
So
everybody wants
this
to
is
get
why I be telling
Anthony.
men about Anthony, bro. I be telling men about certain players in the squad. Like we don't like certain players, cool. If you don't like the player, fine. The player will be moved on. If the player don't suit the system, cool. It don't make him shit. You know what I mean? Like I don't like Mason Mount, but I not going to come up here and say he's shit. I will say Mason Mount don't suit the way we want to play. I don't know where he fits into our squad. He doesn't offer much
Honestly.
to the team, but other than off the ball. And because for me, at the end of the day, I know I do like the player, so I not gonna say, well, you know, I trying to be unbiased. I could only criticize his footballing ability, not the fact that I don't like him. If you don't
Yeah,
like a
true.
player, it's
True.
cool.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
be open and honest to this to discussing his footballing abilities as a separate topic because at the end of the day, when we talk about footballers, yeah, it's true you could dislike a player, but the conversation is more fun when we talk about the footballing ability because when we bring it down to football, which is the most important thing, because they can't win being likable, they have to win being good on the pitch. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Then it's
Mhm.
make the conversation is make more sense because when you look at it, Scott McTominay, I think young Collier will offer more for us going forward on the
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
through play,
Yeah.
in build up, and probably get goals when I see some of the potential that he have. You know, so
Mhm.
this is why I'm not mad with selling Scott McTominay. People might call me crazy. You know what I mean? I would
Where
bring
do you
in
think he end
Hamas
up
and
though? Where do
sell
you think
Luke
he ends up?
Shaw. Huh?
Where do you think he will end up? Because now I think they've been talking that Napoli are also included in trying to get him as well.
Well, I think Napoli might speed up the intent to sign the player because there's been a little development with a player that failed his medical that they was trying to sign before. So it might be a situation where Napoli might just jump to the front of the queue. But you know, with the emergence of all these clubs coming in for the players, I think it might nudge West, maybe a Fulham to come back in with a second offer, a fourth and final offer, because it said that United willing to accept 25 million pounds, and if their last bid was 23, if they could come up 2 more million, I don't see why United wouldn't do the deal. You
But
know
you
what I
guys,
mean?
I think 20 million, 23 million is fine, man. Come on. I will buy,
I
I will
would
sell that
take
guy for 20
bro. I
million.
would have take 20. I being honest, I would have take. Hey,
I will
bro,
sell it for 20. I'm sorry.
if they put me as the man in charge of transfers in one season, bro, we sell all the players we don't want. Of course, we'd have to amortize more because I would be
Yeah.
selling at cost effective prices because I would be planning ahead to make back that in the future. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I know
That's true.
if I would have sell enough players, bro. I would have done snatch up them two free agents, Hermoso, Rabio, snatched, quick because you know what? That's solving two problems there into the midfield and into the defense. Boom. And now I know when I push for the other players, now I could get who I want after that. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's like chess. And I think there's a lot of options, but I think in a way, if we actually do move away from Homoso, hopefully we don't move to a centre back that we go and spend 50 to 60 million pounds for. I think that would be a gross
That would be
negligent
crazy, man. That
situation.
would be crazy. That
You
would
know
be
what I mean?
crazy,
I think we
honestly.
need a player like Homoso to come in because I would like, honestly, I would like to partner Homoso with Lenny Euro. I don't think much fans think about it like that, but putting Homoso next to Lenny Euro is the perfect situation for that youth man and for Man
Mhm.
United because that fella experience and Euro talent and ability, bro, he would turn Euro into a prime top centre back, bro. I telling you, the likes of men like Luizao and Lucio and them, it will be joke. It will be
Yeah,
joke.
yeah, yeah.
He could be more like, this Brazilian defender who would always impress me. Is Victor, is something Junior, it was his name.
Vic-
Same kind of tall, lanky finish. It
It's
was
not it's not Lucio
it's Junior. His name was whatever something Junior.
Junior. Okay, I know the right back who
Could
was
be Victor
Michael. I know
Junior,
Michael.
or something like that. But he was Junior. I know that for
Okay,
a fact. But he was real good in Brazil defense for like 2 World Cups, bro. You know what I mean?
man.
Bro, I could see I could see the vision of what Hermoso will help develop Len Euro to be. And a lot of we can look at him at 29, but let's be realistic. Everybody talking about the main partnership gonna be Delit and Lasandro. So then why? Why not plan a secondary partnership? So when you
Yeah,
rest
true.
one, you rest both. You know what I mean? You bring the other two in, let them play, let them develop a
Yeah, like
partnership, let
FA
them
Cup,
coach
Carabao
Euro
Cup,
on the
and
field. You know what I mean? Let them
Mhm.
coach Euro live. Bro, you
Yeah,
can't get better than that.
that's true. That's true. So now, what's your take on? Because we have seen Manchester City now. They've been talking that the year-in
It's moved
will
up.
come from next. It's moved up and to next month, and the possibility of their decision if they're going to get relegated or not, we're going to get to see it in January. What's your take on it? Like, how do you feel about that? Are you really, really impressed? Or you are, because people were asking me but why January? Why not now? Why do we have to wait till January to get the outcome?
All right, here we're going to look at this, right? Um, my best opinion on that is two things. One, I think they're going to get relegated. I don't know if
Okay,
they might revoke any of the titles, but I think they will get relegated next season to probably the Division Two or something like that. Either that
okay,
or they'll get some ridiculous $5 to $10 billion fine.
man. Along with relegation as well.
I feel they wouldn't get if they get relegated, it wouldn't be a drastic fine, but I feel they will get relegated because let me just be realistic. What they do to these, they should get relegated for, or a gigantic points deduction, and if they could deduct 20 points from Everton, then they had to deduct something like probably 150 points from them, which will in fact relegate them. Let me be honest.
Like
Or they had to start every season for the next 5 seasons with minus 20 points or 30 points. No, I being honest, you laugh at that, bro. Facts of the
yeah,
matter, bro. Facts of the matter remain. They cannot, you can't. No, I hear a lot of fans talk about City doing what any fan would want their club to do. City not saving football, bro. City's ruining football. If anybody watch
honestly,
football, let me be honest with you, right? You see this ideology where you see in FIFA when they create the option for you to load your club with 999 million, so you could just go in the transfer window and spend in the game. I
Mhm.
think I think that ruined the concept mentally. When City come in and they want to say, well, they want to spend 10 billion or 6 billion in players over the course of 10 years,
Mhm.
with the club not earning any money, that is a problem. Because not every club could have a billionaire owner. And the exceptions
True,
don't
true,
make the
true.
rule and should not ever make the rule. While there could be exceptions, that should not make the rule. The rule must be set in a general standard. And the facts remain that not all the clubs in the top flight, the majority of them, in fact, are not owned by billionaires. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
then it have to be a rule that equal to everybody. And of course, what City doing is unequal. I mean, if we go on, if City wins, then Newcastle should just go and buy everybody in the transfer market
Yeah, yeah,
and
they have the money to do it,
spend
man.
a billion every season because Newcastle can't do it. They're the wealthiest club on the face of this earth. So if we want
They
City
can.
to win, you want football to be finished. Because City being out of the Premier League doesn't stop the views of the Premier League, guys. A lot of people
Yeah,
seem to have this
yeah.
notion that if Man City get relegated, nobody go and watch the Premier League.
No,
Brother,
come on.
it not
There's
even going,
Man U.
bro. It's not even
There's
going to
Man
affect
U.
2% of the viewership decrease,
Come
bro.
on. There's Man U.
Because you want to
Man
know
U,
something?
Arsenal, Chelsea are there. These are
Most
still
of the
bigger names
fans are
than City now.
watching Premier League for over a decade, and they're
Yeah.
not City fans. So you know what I mean? City fans can come and fight every week, but you could tell me you are the greatest club in England, the best club in the world to date, and you cannot sell your stadium out week in week out, bro. Bro, I have been there. My brethren has lived near the City Stadium, bro, right? And it have match days where from his flat is a high rise he living in. From his flat, brother, you could see it half empty, brother. Imagine that
Imagine.
the great Man City Stadium playing games big Saturday half empty. Nah, bro. And then you want to tell man about you making 1,000% profit, 1,000 plus 1,000% How?
That was crazy,
Manchester
man.
United is sell out
I was like,
79.356 stadium seater week in, week out, bro. And Mendes want to complain why United spending money, bro, because we earning it.
yeah, yeah. And I honestly, I said when I saw them, come outside to say they made 1,000%. I was like, come on, man.
From
You guys are not that
where?
club.
From
You are not
where?
that
Where
club.
the fan, bro?
You are not.
City don't even have 300 million fans on Instagram.
Honestly.
They
Like
don't have 300 million
they
fans. So how they getting that money? Where they making 1,000%? It's
I don't
insane.
know. I don't know. They won a treble. They won a treble. They paraded were just like, man. But let United win a treble or just get Premiership and probably Cali Cup or FA Cup. The Manchester will be full of fans. But then they won treble. It just as if nothing happened. The fans that
Bro,
turned
if
up were
you
just
see, I
small.
don't know about man them. I remember as a youth man when United make the treble, win the treble. My pops didn't want to let me go out in the city. So they went, and I was just there. You know,
Mhm.
watching from our hotel room, and the procession. It looked like a national parade in Manchester, King.
Just imagine.
When I saw
How
Man
big
City
is
treble parade, no, I wasn't in London, but one of my same partner, on his balcony, the
Mhm.
parade, bro, it looking like a small protest. You know what I mean? Like the people just barely encompass the bus around the bus for like about, let me say, it probably had, let me say, probably like 10,000 fans, bro. But when Man United won the treble, bro, it was like 100,000 people in the streets, bro.
Man, it's crazy, man. They've got fans now. They've got fans. So that's
They
why they
have
will still be
fans,
making
but
money.
let me
They
be
have fans.
honest. Let me be honest. A lot of the fans foreign, and let me be honest again, is they don't have the kind of fan base that Arsenal have, or that Liverpool have. So they can't even compete with Manchester, who have the most fans in the world.
Come on, they don't, they don't. Then we just stop talking rubbish. This guy, okay, is saying, what do you think? Yeah, do you think guilty or they will just pay off the court and get out without a scratch? Do you think there's a possibility they will just pay the court and just get out without a scratch?
Bro, I already
This
tell
guy
you,
is
my
asking.
thoughts is either a couple billion in in
Mhm,
in 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 fines, or they
mhm,
get relegated for two, and they had to play 2 or 3 seasons to come back in the Premier League. I mean, that shouldn't be a big deal, you know what I mean? For a club like City, if they're that good, they should walk through that, and they know they'll win 3 titles, they'll win 5, 6 titles on the way back up. You know what I mean?
mhm.
Because they will
Yeah,
win the league that they go to, they could play the youth. You know what I mean? Win the championship, the League One, win the championship, and then get back in the Premier League again. And if they're so
they
good,
will
they
lose.
will win the Premier
They will
League
lose their
again.
player.
Hmm?
But they will lose all their players, man.
Bro,
Do
so
you,
most
do
of
you
the
think
players
all those
right
players
now
will
in the
stay?
squad, most of the players in the squad right now is young players. You notice City didn't really shop this summer. They might be
No, I'm
preparing
talking.
for that.
Okay, do you think like the likes of Kevin De Bruyne will stay? Haaland will stay. or who else?
Well,
I
we
think
know
most of them
Haaland
will
have a
leave.
2-year clause that Madrid waiting on. So let me don't talk about Haaland right now, because we know you
Yeah,
waiting on Haaland, right?
I'm waiting on Alan now. I
Right.
am definitely now. I'm
But
always
but you
waiting.
know, but you know what I would say is that you have to look at there's a couple players in the squad that they could afford to lose, and there's a couple players in the squad that will stay. I think they will
Hmm.
stay. A lot of these, when they look at it like this, let me say they get relegated to League Two. Then they
Hmm.
just had to win the League Two, win League One, win champion. Or they just had to win League. They say it's just two
Hmm.
league relegation. So League One
But
championship back in the Premier League.
I don't think Litu is enough for them. Like they should take them to national league. That was should take
I
national.
mean, if they want to put some money into the international league, into the pyramid, then relegate them
Mm.
right down. Let them
They must take them
fund
to
the
national.
pyramid up on the way up. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Please,
Who
guys, man.
Hello. Are you actually a football fan saying that City need to win to save football? What has
Come
City
on.
done for football, bro?
I think it might be a City fan. You wouldn't
It
know.
has to
It might
be.
be a City fan.
You know what I mean? City was not even wrong when the UCL was founded. You know who's the four
Imagine.
founding clubs of the UCL, brother? You know, Real Madrid, Manchester United, Juventus, and Bayern Munich. They were the
And Bayern Munich,
founding
yeah.
clubs of the Champions League. Apart from them, is clubs that you probably never heard of, like
Come
Sparta
on.
Prague and
Yeah, Sparta
Spartak
Prague.
Moscow and
Sparta
teams like
Moscow.
like who's this team? This team that
Even
from I
even
think they're
Nottingham
from
Forest as well. Nottingham Forest.
Nottingham Forest is our next team. Nottingham Forest win more Champions League than Man City.
Yeah. Nottingham Forest win more Champions League than Arsenal.
Yeah, they're a big team, bro. Respect. You know what I mean? St. John used to play for Notts Forest, a
It's
Trinidadian
crazy,
striker.
man.
So,
It's crazy. By the way, guys, please, man, this is Mark's channel. Please, man. He delivers great content, man. Please. I would like you guys to go there, support. I know you he's going up. Let's go there and support, please, man.
well,
Mark, big up
thank you.
for showing up. What do you have coming up, man? What do you have coming up again?
Well, tonight I'll probably go and do a little chill laid back update stream tonight, probably around 9 p.m. UK, just to give everyone an late update. I'm expecting some news with this George Mendes arrival. I mean, I think the Chelsea deal is going to be an easy deal to do. I think the real deal that he's here for is the Ugarte deal. I think that's where the importance lies. So I'm expecting, maybe we got here, we go today, maybe for Hermoso, maybe we are here, we go for one of the players out the door, like a Victor Lindelof to Fenerbahce, or maybe a Scott McTominay off to Napoli,
Mhm.
because Napoli had a player that they was bringing in for that same position who failed his medical today. So let's see how
Is
that
it be
goes.
Ben Gimo?
999, not Gilmore. This next guy, I forget his name.
I don't even know.
Um,
I don't know the guy.
hold on.
You saw City was linked to Luis Diaz.
City linked to Luis Diaz.
Yeah,
How many
but
left wingers they need?
an article came out and said and denied the this thing, denied
Bro,
it.
even if people is listening to Dan Ashwood came out and say that Anthony will not be sold this summer. He will given time to prove himself, because they can't really fault him for last season based on the extreme mental pressure he was facing, based on the situation that he was in, and there was no
Mhm.
one at the club to to fully assist and back the player and help them overcome and focus on football. So it is
Me, I
what it
still
is,
believe
bro.
that guy. I still believe Anthony is a good player. I
Bro,
don't
Anthony
understand
is going too
how
back. All
people.
right. I want to make this claim on this channel, guys. If y'all want to know how serious I is about Anthony, go and turn it around this season. Smash the like and subscribe to my channel. Get me to 1K, and you will see the day I hit 1K. You will see the first live stream. You'll understand how serious I am when I
No,
say Anthony can be
please,
back.
like I said, let's go. Let's smash the like and subscribe to Mark's channel. That is the link right there. The link is there, right there. Please. I think you have to, how do you guys include it on your description?
Oh, when it creating the stream, it have an option for
Okay.
description, so it's put in the description and then it's
Okay,
be there
okay.
already. So
So,
like
guys, please, man, I'll learn how to do it. I'll add it now. I'll know how to do it. I'll just check how to do it. Then I will add it. Please, let's go and subscribe to my channel. My G, I'll see you guys. I'll see you. I might jump in on your this stream,
Of
but
course,
I'll be
bro.
there.
Drop me the link,
I'll
bro.
be
No
there.
problem. No
I'll be
problem.
there. So, guys, I'll see you guys in the next moment. Thanks for watching, guys.